This was the best fight for the fans on this fight card for sure. For me, the best one was Adesanya versus Pereira because I look at fights as a coach and as a fighter too. But from a fan's perspective, this one was the best. Both Chandler and Dustin Poirier were great. I mean, they really put it on the line. But I think Dustin Poirier was much more strategic about the whole thing. I think he made use of his advantages much better than Chandler did. And Chandler, in my opinion, had certain advantages. The first one was wrestling, of course. He has a better wrestling than Poirier. The second advantage is strength and explosiveness. And I think he overdid it in this department. He was punching too hard, he was getting in exchanges too often, and at the end it didn't work so well for him. I think he should have been much more strategic about the fight. Yes, he started a bit strategic. He didn't go into exchanges immediately, but he was actually winning the first round. And then he got into some crazy exchanges with Poirier, and then he paid for it. He got caught a couple of times. He got his face all bloodied up, nose especially. And I don't know who won that round. Probably Poirier because of the damage. But up until one point, Chandler was on the offensive. Chandler was hitting Poirier a lot, expending a lot of energy. And then he made a couple of strategic mistakes. Mistake number one was that he used that huge suplex, which didn't work at all. I mean, it worked. He took him down, but Poirier was able to get up really quickly. He used the suplex against the fence when Poirier was standing up against the fence. Now, a much better idea was something that Adesanya did to Pereira twice, which is a mat return. He just run him down back to the mat. He didn't do anything crazy. He just running down back to the mat. But Poirier did this crazy suplex. He might have even hit the back of his head on the mat, I'm not sure. But Poirier was able to roll out of it, fall down, roll out of it, and get back up. Wasted energy. And then in the second round, he fought like he was supposed to fight. He got in using a couple of punches, took him down using the double leg, and stayed on top for the entire round, punching him from time to time. Great. He should have done that in the beginning. I didn't like that Michael Chandler fish-hooked Dustin Poirier in order to get the rear naked choke, and also that he hit him in the back of his head. Now the third round rolls around, and Chandler starts doing more of the same, which was a good idea, but now he's busted up and he's tired. He takes a hold of Poirier's leg, but he cannot take him down with a single leg, and then he does a high crush from a low squatting position, expending a lot of energy again. Now Poirier does a very, very good thing. It's a key detail in this fight, which was that he was able to peel off Chandler's leg when he was attempting to take his back. Now the back take, if Chandler was more well rested, if Chandler wasn't that tired and busted up, he would have probably gotten the foot in, he would have probably gotten the back much more quickly. But since he was tired, the foot came to Poirier's hip not as fast as it should have, so Poirier was able to peel it off. Maybe he would have peeled it off either way, even if Chandler was fresh, but this way he peeled it off. He was able to shake Chandler off of him, got on top, and then got the back take. Back take was especially slick. As soon as Chandler turned, Poirier was able to take the back and the body triangle. Very quick, very slick. And then he was able to secure a rear naked choke. Great fight. Poirier was very patient from the beginning of the fight. He wasn't rushing in. He was waiting for his chance. He wasn't expending a lot of energy. Conditioning wise, he's better than Michael Chandler. He has better conditioning. He's not as explosive, but he's a very destructive striker, which he showed. I don't know if he broke Chandler's nose, but for sure he got it bloodied. And he was able to use his advantages. He didn't have an advantage in striking right away because Chandler is so fast and explosive. But as the rounds went on, especially the first round, as it went on, Chandler was getting more tired and more tired, and then Poirier was able to capitalize. What do you think? Would Chandler have won if he fought differently? Let me know in the comments below. My name is Mark Leichner from MMAcoach.net, and I will see you again very soon.